Welcome, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on the zone from which you are joining us. Welcome also to our families, our athletes, our viewers who are viewing us live on live stream on Facebook this morning. We're very, very excited about this leadership conference. And to begin with, I also want to mention that we are going to view a very, very quick, short video. But before we do that, I want to say the following. Before we kick off this session, please join us in a very, very brief review of selected Comparison Africa Region 2019, 2020, and 2021 data. This, we believe, is a very good start point of this year's conference to remind us of the road we have traveled since 2019 and to justify the selection of the conference topics over the next 3 days. The data we made available to all the programs, we'll make this data available to all the programs today. So you will have a closer look in preparation for discussion in the next two days. After that, we have, I just want to mention that we're very, very honored this morning also to be joined by our chairman, Dr. Tim Shriver, who's going to greet us, and he's currently on a tour, very busy somewhere. He's going to be leaving soon after that, and we'll follow the rest of the program. So quick video, and then Dr. Shriver is going to speak to us. Let's roll it. Without taking much time, I would like to now please join me and to introduce Brightfield, one of our athlete leaders from the Africa Regional Input Council, and Effie, our youth leader, as they lead the next section of the conference. Thank you.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is Effie and I am a youth leader.
Good morning once again. My name is Brightfield Shadi and I'm an athlete leader. We would like to welcome you, all the delegates to the 2022 Africa Leadership Conference.
I don't know how about you and how you feel, but today is the beginning of a new one. Digital advancement is taking over and we are for to
Okay, we would like to share a poem with you. Hope you will enjoy it.
When day comes, we ask ourselves, where can we find light in this never-ending shade of misconceptions and limit for persons with intellectual disabilities? The weight we carry, a sea we must wade. We braved the belly of the beast. We've learned that quiet isn't always an option, and the norms and notions of what awareness isn't always acceptance, and yet the dawn is ours before we knew it. Somehow we do it, somehow we adopted and improved an environment that isn't discriminating but simply unified. We, the successes of persons with intellectual disabilities, and a time where athletes are offered sports teams that blend people with and without intellectual disabilities, that is encouraging sports and fun while also connecting people and helping them learn more about each other. This has sprouted success stories and determination to promote a sense of belonging, only to find themselves still struggling to fit in. And yes, we are far from polished, far from pristine, but that doesn't mean that we are striving to form a union that is perfect. We are striving to forge our union with purpose, to generate a world committed to all intellectual disabilities and conditions of men. And so we forge ahead, not to what stands between us, but to what stands before us. We strive for inclusion because our athletes find joy, confidence, and fulfillment on the playing field and in life. We lay down our arms so we can reach out our arms to one another. Let the globe, if nothing else, say that this is possible, that even as we flopped, we were brave in the attempt, that even as we tired, we tried, that we'll forever be unified, victorious, not because we will never again be left on the sidelines, but because we will never again sow division. Scripture tells us to envision that everyone shall sit under their own vine and fig tree, and no one shall make them afraid. If we are to live up to our own time, then victory won't lie in the blade, but in all the bridges that we have made. That is the promise of Glade, the hill we climb, if only we dare. It's because being an inclusion revolutionist is more than a pride we wear. It's the past we step into and how we repair it. We've seen a force that would limit our athletes rather than embrace them, and this effort very nearly succeeded. But while acceptance can be periodically delayed, it can never be permanently defeated. We did not feel prepared to wear the shoes of Eunice Kennedy Shriver, but within it, we found the power to author a new chapter, to offer our hope and laughter to our athletes. So while once we asked, how could we possibly prevail over tribulation? Now we assert, how could tribulations possibly prevail over us? We will not march back to what was, but move to what shall be, a world that is ignorant but accepting, benevolent but bold, fierce and free. We will not be turned around because we know our vision and goal will be the inheritance of the next generation. We will build, create, and promote inclusion over the world. And every known nook, our people, diverse and beautiful, will emerge battered and beautiful. When day comes, we step out of the shade of flame and unafraid. The new dawn balloons as we free it. For there is always light if only we are brave enough to see it, if only we are brave enough to be it.
Thank you so much for supporting us on our mission of inclusion. Now, I would like to invite you to go on our digital journey with us. Relax and celebrate all the hard work that we have ensured that our voices are digitally heard. Thank you all participants once again, and I would like to welcome you again to the 2022 Leadership Conference.
Well, thank
Way
you,
to
Bright
go,
Phil.
Brightfield.
All right, we'll now have a look
Outstanding.
at the results of the Padlet from the entries that everyone shared on where they're joining from. We just want to see how we are all spread across Africa today. Wow, this is exciting. Brightfield, what do you think? I'm seeing all those pins across Africa. I know we haven't met in person for a long time now, but it really is refreshing to be seeing everyone joining in. I suppose we can take that as proof of life that we're also alive and kicking.
I can't believe we haven't congregated over 2 years' time. So next time when we host one in-person meeting conference, we need an extra day just to socialize and catch up. So much has happened.
So much indeed, and I'm glad that we have Dr. Dahl on. I'm sure he will give us the budget for the extra day. So, you know, we really do appreciate the power of technology. I've personally been able to keep in touch with my family, friends, and colleagues using Facebook and WhatsApp and FaceTime. And I believe we also have people joining in on Facebook as well to this conference. How have you been keeping up with your friends and colleagues, Brightfield?
I've been doing the same. So I thought I have something that I have said. It has been a bit challenging with connectivity as a huge problem in my town where I stay. I honestly can't wait when we can convey again. But for now, the location pins on the map will have to do.
I agree, Bryce.